name is Benjamin Timothy Goby, and for my project, the BTG Interviews, today I'm interviewing...
I'm Sophie Hopkins.
What are you known for, Sophie?
So most notably, I'm noted as April McLean in BBC's Class, which was a Doctor Who spin-off, and also played Kate in a horror film called Brackenmore, which was set in the deepest, darkest depths of Ireland.
Where were you born, where did you grow up, and at what age did you start acting?
I was born in Singapore. My dad was a photographer and had a lot of work out there, so moved my sister and my mum out there, and I came along, but came back to the UK and to Yorkshire, where I grew up. I left Singapore when I was a toddler. Yeah, so Yorkshire is my home.
Yeah.
And I started acting when I was in school, in secondary school. I remember the first kind of drama thing I did was Oliver, and it was a school musical. I was in the chorus, and really enjoyed it. And I remember, thoroughly enjoying meeting new friends there and doing that and seeing it as a bonding thing. So that's how it started. And I had a teacher in secondary school. She was my drama teacher, who really took me under her wing and encouraged me to do amateur dramatics outside of school. So I would always do the panto and various plays and stuff. And throughout, I had quite a difficult time as a teenager, from like early teens, and really found acting to be a release.
Yeah.
So that's where I got the bug.
Okay. Question 2. What has been your best and most challenging roles in your career?
I'd say... I mean, best is they're the two that I mentioned, April and Kate. Best role is April, just because her character's arc was amazing. It was like playing 3 different characters from when Class starts at the start of the series. There was 8 episodes. At the start of the series, she's very meek, doesn't have any self-confidence, really prefers her own company, and doesn't really have any friends. She's her mum's carer. She's her mum's main caregiver, so and it's always her priority, but she doesn't really have a life outside of that, and with various powers that she is given from an alien, she really comes into her own, and she becomes quite badass, and she is almost possessed. So she ends up being sword wielding and badass, and she is a king.
Yep.
That's it was challenging as well, like physically challenging, because there was a lot of stunt training, lots of stunts we had to do, lots of sword training, but I've got a taste for it since I've done like martial arts training and stuff like that. So it was challenging, but also just amazing, and I had such a blast, and it was amazing to do what you love 12 hours a day, every day.
Yeah.
I'd say a challenging part of Kate in Brackenmore was just how cold it is, how freezing cold. I remember being dipped in a lake, having to be almost drowned in a lake in Kerry, and oh my god, it was so cold. And I ended up staying in the lake instead of traipsing in and out, because and me thinking, because it was at the right start of my career, and I was like, oh, I don't want to be a diva, I don't want to be a pain to anyone and tell them how cold I am. So I must have stayed in that lake for 4 or 5 hours, just sopping wet, freezing. It's not glamorous.
You made me strong because I had to be. You are not my father anymore. You are not a part of this family.
All right, I deserve that. and I will go away if you want me to, and I'll never come back.
It's too late for that.
You have failed.
You have failed.
April, what the hell is going on?
The science has failed. You have made things worse.
Your Majesty, I have not yet finished.
Yes, you have. Our heart is strong.
My heart is
It
strong.
fights back like mine used to.
It fights back. It always has.
April, don't!
Why not? He tried to take his life and ours with it. Why shouldn't I finish the job?
Because that's not what April would do.
Majesty, please, if you would only let me.
You have no idea what I would do. You have no idea what I'm capable of.
I know exactly what you're capable of. But you are April because you choose not to do it. You told me you wouldn't let him break you.
And I won't.
Question 3. Is there any role or character you would like to portray in the future and why?
I would definitely love to do more action and stunt based stuff. I mean, like, everyone wants to do the superhero stuff, but my god, I would love that.
That's one thing actually I'm not so keen on. I prefer actors to do more the like Les Miserables or stuff like that, the classic stuff, or Endeavour, like the classic Inspector Morse. I feel that those roles are better for actors to do than the superheroes. That's my opinion on it.
No, and I agree with you. I think, I mean, just because I kind of want to taste more of a taste of like that badass action-based stuff. But yeah, what's really meaty for an actor is like a fully formed person with amazing writing, and to have something that's like drama-based.
Yeah.
So you can really like envelop yourself in that character. There's nothing more satisfying than doing that in drama. And I've always wanted to do period drama as well. So yeah, like you, I have a big love for period drama, and doesn't matter what period, I love it. Yeah.
Did you finish with that question yet? Sorry, I should have just let you answer.
No, it's fine.
Question 4. Which actors, actresses, directors and writers have you enjoyed working with before, and are there any you would like to work with in the future?
My favourite director I've worked with so far was Wayne Yip, who he directed episodes 6 and 7 of Class.
Yeah.
And he did a few of Doctor Who. I know he did the New Year's episode Resolution, which was Jodie's.
I'm from Cheltenham, so I was actually crying in laughter when the Dalek attacked GCHQ. I literally lived around the corner.
Oh my god!
And I was like, oh my god! I was like, Mum. She's like, what? I said, Dalek just attacked GCHQ. And she's like, really? And I'm like, not really, Mum, no. And then I went on Twitter the next day, and the Twitter had just cleaning up after the Dalek, but we're all okay at GCHQ, and then just say I laughed even more. Then.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Wayne was great. He's his own breed, really. I mean, I've never worked with a director like him. He's just really, really hands-on, and he has all these like cool technical ideas to like turn it on its head, and he's great. And he's become a good friend, and I think that's also why I enjoyed working with him so much, because we were friends. He's just a cool dude. Directors I would love to, and Patrick Ness, who was the showrunner for Class. We're very close. We meet up at every opportunity. Wonderful, gracious, intelligent, kind man. Lots of relationships I made on that show. I would want to work with all of those people again. Writers and directors I would love to work with. I've always loved Guillermo del Toro. He's incredible. I loved Tim Burton when I was younger, so that'd be cool. And director, and just doing. I love that his stuff is so stylized. I love Noah Baumbach. Patty Jenkins is amazing. I tell you who I'd love to work with is it Amy Palladino? She wrote and directed. She wrote Gilmore Girls and Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
That's on
And
Prime,
she-
isn't it?
On Prime, yeah, and she is, God, that woman's so wonderfully intelligent and witty. Her writing is just like none other.
Question 5. How do you feel your career in acting has progressed over the years, and are there any areas in acting you would like to further develop?
I think it's really important to always develop. I don't trust any actor that says, I've finished my training, so I never, this is me now, this is me as a fully formed actor. Because, like, as a person, you're learning from every experience, from everything you go through, from every person and interaction, and it's the same in acting. And I think we take little nuggets from every person we meet, whether they're a writer or a director or like just a regular Joe.
Yeah.
I love learning, and I would like to continue doing so. And if I say, I've done all my training, I'm an actor, slap me in the face.
Finally, do you have any advice for me or anyone who wants to go into acting or any other job in film, TV, radio or stage work?
Yes, and it's something that I have learnt, particularly in the last 2 years since class. I've learnt just to persevere, and belief is really important. And that, perseverance. So many people drop off. So many people that I trained with and have met along the way have stopped doing it because jobs run dry, and I think that's a crying shame. Obviously, like, I'm not from a rich family. I don't have a trust fund, so I can't, you girls got to pay rent.
Yeah.
But don't let that get in the way of what you love.
Mm-hmm.
There's always a way. You can always find a way to like pay your way. Just do what you love, and have belief in yourself that it's going to work out and that you are worth it. Because if you don't, you're going to walk into a room and nobody else is going to believe. You've just got to believe in yourself, and they'll believe in you.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, Sophie. Thank you.